Okay, YouTube. Well, this is a continuation of episode 4, I believe. So what you have is you have this now pretty much smoothed out. This is 3 layers of fiberglass. I was going to do 4, but that's pretty solid. So I'm not going to worry about doing 4. Now the next step, we have to take this off. Okay? So, it's a pretty simple process. You're just going to grab a hold of the fleece, and then you're going to carefully peel it away from the car, because it's taped on. So, and if you were wondering, was it going to fall apart on me when you put it together? Because you may have thought, this is pretty flimsy. This guy know what he's doing? Let me tell you what. Right now, we're wrestling with this to get it off. Okay, so here's your fender. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take all of this cardboard and all of this stuff out from the back. And then we'll remove all of this stuff. And then we can make some adjustments to the fender as necessary. Then we'll put it back on, and then we'll go from there. So right now, we're just going to let the video play, and then fast forward the information as it goes. So I'm going to move the camera so you can see from the table how we just peel all this junk off. So now what we do is we just peel all the tape, the cardboard, all that stuff out of the fender. Step 1. I'm also going to show you the bumper. This is the front bumper. We did some work. We had to do some repair work to the front bumper. So now this is all fiberglass. These 2 pieces are closed up. This is actually a piece of cardboard. It's real thick cardboard. And that's the bottom section. So this is the back. This comes up here, wraps around. This is where our bracket is going to go to the body here, which will hold for that. So once we sand all this down, this will be super strong, super rigid. And then what I have to do is I have to make this side look like this side. Or actually this side has to look like that side. And you can see, look what we did. I had a box from a chimney stack, and I just used this cardboard. So you don't need special cardboard to make your piece. Now what I'm going to do, probably in the next video, I'm going to show you how I mocked up all of this front bumper and what we cut out and what we didn't, and go from there. So, and then over here, what you do is you just pull all this off. Like that. And look, you can sit there and say, you know what, the fender didn't come out good. Let's just leave it the way it is. So we didn't even disturb the paint because we used the tape. See that? So again, if you did with your fender and you didn't like the way that it came out, well, you can just peel it right off. And the tape and the taping and the tape job will all come right out. Like nothing happened. That's the nice thing about doing a cardboard mock-up as opposed to a styrofoam or a spray foam mock-up. Once you do it, it's almost a done deal. This is a lot easier to undo if you have to. All right. We hit pause.
Yep.
All right, so what we did was we took the whole backing off. Now we put it back on. And now we're going to sit here, we're just going to mark this. So where we're going to cut this with our grinder to cut all the material out that we're not using. Okay. Yes, buddy. All right. Okay. Same with this. I'm going to come up here and follow our line. Now what I'm doing is I'm cutting this as far up of the fiberglass as I can, because I'm probably going to cut more back, but I'd rather have more material than less material. So I'm going to cut this up farther. And I'll show you in a second what I'm talking about, because I'm way outside of the seam already. I'm just going to cut this along the bottom here just to straighten it out. Okay, so here you can see where my cardboard, my mock-up is. It's way up here, and we only marked it here, but that's okay. So this is going to be a little wider, which is fine, not a big deal. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a grinder and you might want to stand up away from that area because this dust is going to fly everywhere. And now make a bunch of noise with the grinder, but we're just going to cut this. a look. And there you have it. There it is. So now what we have to do is we're going to fill this in. First thing we have to do is we have to secure the fender to the car. Now I didn't cut this in here as of yet, but I'm going to cut this back. If you want to come down here, T, what I'm going to do, because if you look at this, there's absolutely no, this is just an edge right here. So there's no fender. You have this little lip right here, and then it just goes down to no edge. So we have that much material to play with. So this can get cut way back here. But I'm going to secure the fender first to the car before I actually cut that. Alright, so that's going to be our next process, is to secure the fender to the car. But there you have it. We made a cardboard mock-up, put the tape over it, then we filled it in with fiberglass. This has 3 coats of fiberglass on it, and you can see it's pretty rigid. Okay, so now I'm going to use fiberglass reinforced filler to make this completely smooth. Okay, and then we'll sand that down one more time. All right, and then of course the edge we will get, once we put it on our car, we'll fill in the edge. Okay, but there you have it. So this is episode 3, episode 4. Okay, actually I think it's episode 3, I'm not sure actually, but our next step here is to screw this to the car and then fill in the top edge and fill in the fender, smooth it all out, and then we'll go from there, and then it'll end up looking like this. So check us out. We're on Instagram, J&T Custom Creations. This is Jay, T's behind the camera, and we'll talk to you next time.